I think that it is very valuable, but not essential, that you try and find the time to get into the Facebook culture if you are doing animal welfare work, especially if you have anything to do with the community. There are a lot of people. I actually heard two guys talking at lunch, and they were from this conference because they had the little lanyards and tags on, and they were talking about how they hate social media and how they hate people who want to follow them on Facebook instead of being their friend in real life and everything. And I really understand that everyone likes different things. I love being social online, but other people prefer not to. I get that, but I don't think you have the luxury anymore of not really understanding how social networks work. You can't have a successful animal welfare effort anymore without it. Whether you run into a disaster situation, where, like what's happening right now in Alabama, where organizing through social media could mean the difference between life and death, not just for your pets, but for you and your families too. In Japan, one of the things that was happening is that there were potentially announcements being made that were perhaps not true, and people were concerned about their safety, and they were arguing with the official story through social media and saying, no, it's not safe to be within X number of miles of these power plants, no matter what we're being told. And the radiation levels are higher. Now, obviously, that can go into insanity and paranoia, but the bottom line is that you really don't have the luxury in this field of not knowing how Facebook works, because you should be using it yourself. You should be out there. I do encourage you to explore it. If you don't have a Facebook profile for yourself, I encourage you to create one, and when you sign up, it will ask you for access to your email account, and it will look for other people that you know who are there, ask them to be your friends. Again, feel free to email me. But get familiar with it, but at least ask somebody in your organization who knows about it to be a presence on your Facebook page, and look at what they're saying. If you already have someone doing that, or if it's you who's doing it, go through and look. What are you saying? Are you commenting back to the people who comment to you? One somewhat annoying thing about Facebook pages is that when someone leaves you a comment, you will not get an email letting you know, as you will on your own personal page. But if you like your own post, or if you comment on it yourself, you can get an email notification. So sometimes you should be your own first comment, because then you'll know if someone leaves a comment or asks a question. But try, if you don't personally have the time to be present on your own Facebook page, try and find a volunteer or a staffer who will. But don't just throw them out there and say, yeah, here's the password, go deal. Talk about what is okay, what is not okay, what would prompt someone being banned from the page. I tend to ban, of course, spammers. Commercial spam should be banned. Facebook has an incredibly good spam filter, but it doesn't catch everything, and sometimes it catches things it shouldn't. You need to release those. And you want to make sure that they aren't going to be a bully, and that they will respond to people. If people say, I saw a disastrous hoarding situation at a very large, very wealthy, very well-known shelter, where people were posting on their Facebook wall asking what they could do to help. None of those had an answer, but they found the time to remove the posts from and ban anyone who said what they didn't want being said, which is, are you just going to kill all these dogs or whatever? And I'm not saying they should have allowed 700 unrestricted posts criticizing them, but if they had the time to go in and remove those and ban all those people, they had the time to answer the other people and tell them how they could help. That's what I mean. That's being a bully. And I will always remember that they did this, and so will everyone who was banned, who unfortunately was just about every powerful pet blogger in America. So this organization is a permanent black eye now, and they're never going to get over it. We're going to remember 20 years from now, we're still going to be going, do you remember the time they banned us all from, nobody banned me, but I didn't post. So Anyway, so you see where I'm going with this. It's like this really has become too important to be left to chance or to be an afterthought or to be blown off or to be actually made into something that hurts you. And again, that's something I'm seeing way too often. I am absolutely thrilled, however, at how many of you raised your hand and said that your organizations had a presence. I think it was probably 2 years ago at No More Homeless Pets Conference, it was only about 25% of the groups. So in just those 2 years, that is really encouraging and great. So I'm actually done. This is my email address. You can email me. And that is not my dog, but I thought he was awfully cute. And but my dog doesn't know how to type either. Thank you very much.